The question is, what is surrender? What is sadhana? What is spiritual practice? What is surrender? How surrender and sadhana, spiritual practice, are related? Very interesting question. When the surrender happens, sadhana ends. There's no more sadhana. There's no more spiritual practice when surrender happens, real surrender happens. Spiritual practice, if you have, say, sadhana, there's a doer. I have to do spiritual practice. I have to achieve something. There's a doer. When the surrender happens, the end of sadhana. There's no more doer. As long as you have doership, there's sadhana which is there, spiritual practice is there. That's why in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna in 18 chapters, all 18 chapters, Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, do karma yoga, do bhakti yoga, do kriya yoga, do hatha yoga, do so many yogas, do. Then you have to do something for purifying yourself. Then as a conclusion, he gives in the 18th chapter, finally, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshishyami Ma Shuchaha. All the way Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, do something. Fight the war, do service, do yajna. Now, Arjuna, Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, surrender. Sarva dharman paritijya. What happened to Krishna? So far you are studying for protect dharma, do fight for dharma. Now you say sarva dharman paritijya. All dharma you drop. See, dharma cannot be dropped. Dharma is the order in the universe. Dharma cannot be dropped. Sarva dharma means something else. Sarva dharma means you have to understand sarva karman. All karma you have to drop. Even all karma cannot be dropped. Action also cannot be dropped. So dharma cannot be dropped and karma cannot be dropped. So this is a mystery. Why Sri Krishna is saying something impractical? It's impossible to drop dharma. It's impossible to drop karma, action. Even if you don't do anything, your breathing will happen, your heart will beat, some action will happen. It's impossible to drop dharma and karma. Still Sri Krishna says, Sarva dharman paritijya, which means sarva karman paritijya, which means drop, dharma cannot be dropped, drop karma. So why Sri Krishna is telling impossible thing? All the way in Bhagavad Gita he is saying, karma yoga you do, fight the war, okay, dharma you protect. Now he suddenly saying, sarva dharma, and which means drop karma. Sri Krishna is contradicting himself as a concluding last shloka of Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter. If last shloka, if we take a summary of Bhagavad Gita, whatever he has said in 18 chapters, he is concluding. He is telling the other way. Very interesting. Dharma cannot be dropped. Dharma you have to introduce karma, because dharma, to practice dharma you have to do karma. So dharma cannot be dropped, just drop karma. That's also not possible. As long as you have body and mind, you have to do some karma. So then what he is saying, you have to understand. He is saying, karma you can't drop also. Kartritva you have to drop. Doership you have to drop. I am the doer, you have to drop. Sarva dharman paritijya means drop all dharma, it's impossible. Sarva karman paritijya, if it's not dharma, is it karma? Sarva karman paritijya, that's also not possible. Kartritva of doership, you have to drop. That's what he's saying. Sarva karman paritijya means drop your doership. That's the final sloka, that's the concluding sloka of Bhagavad Gita. It's called Sharanagati. Doership is drop, final. Sarva karman paritijya mamekam sharanaja, surrender to me. Who is this me? Atma, Paramatma, inner self. Once you surrender to yourself, how do you do? By dropping the doership. If you drop the doership, you are surrendering to Atma, Paramatma. As long as you have doership, you are separate from the Paramatma. You are separation. Then Am Sam Sarapapebhyo Mokshishami Nuashaha. Papa means not sin here. Papa means something which causes suffering. What is the suffering? The sense of separation, duality, which causes us suffering, will be dropped. Understand? The duality will be dropped. You will be one with the Paramatma. What separates us from Paramatma is the sense of doership. Why the sense of doership is there? Because I have a sense of I am the body. How do you drop the sense of doership? Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidananda Atma, Shiva Nani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Body is the doer, intellect is the doer, thinker, mind is the doer in terms of experiencer. The entire doership has to be dropped when you are not the body, not the mind, not the intellect. So that is the meaning of Sarva Dharman Paritijya. Sarva Dharman Paritijya has to be understood as Sarva Karman Paritijya. Sarva Karman also cannot be dropped. Sarva Kartritva has to be dropped. Naham Karta, you have to understand. So that is called Mamekam Sharanaja. That's called Sharanagati. Surrender. So if you surrender to Lord, then the duality between you and the Lord, Atma and Jivatma, Atma and Jiva, drops. As long as you hold the identity, I am the body, the identity doesn't drop. Is it clear? So now we have a very beautiful question. All the while Sri Krishna has said various types of yoga. Karma yoga you do, bhakti yoga you do, then dhyana yoga you do. Okay, then pranayama you practice, dharma you protect. So many things he has do. Krishna has been always saying do. Now he says drop the doership, but continue to do. Doing continues, but the doership drops. He is not asking to stop the doing. He is only telling drop the doership, but continue to do, continue to act. So if you drop the doership, then who is acting through you? When you drop the doership, Ishvara only, the Lord only acts to the body-mind complex. There's no individual doer. There's no individual doer at all. Only Ishvara operates to the body-mind complex. Then what's your body and mind? Is an instrument of Ishvara. Simple instrument. That's what Sri Krishna told earlier also. Become instrument. What did he say? Nimitta matram bhavasavaya sachini. You are just the instrument. But still Arjuna has a doership. I am the doer. I am the fighting the war. I am doing dharma. The doership has to be dropped. That is the meaning of Sharanagati. The doership can be dropped when you are understood that you are not the body. So Sharanagati means dropping the doership. Then Lord alone is doer through me. Then you will be free from all the sins, means suffering. And not this, there's no suffering in life. Because suffering is caused by the mind, suffering is caused by ownership. Ownership causes the suffering. There is no suffering if there is no ownership. I want something is the suffering. Something belongs to me is the suffering. Because what belongs to you, if you take it out, you'll suffer. Somebody dies somewhere, you are least bothered. Because somebody close to you dies, then you suffer. My relative. So there's a connection between you and that relative. So that my gets hurt, the death itself is not a cause of suffering. The cause of suffering is identification. My, mine, mamakara is the cause of suffering. So either birth or death or anything happening will not cause you problem, not cause you suffering. What causes suffering is your identification with that. Mamakara causes suffering. Ahankara causes suffering. Sarva Dharman Parityaja means dropping mamakara and ahankara. Now, what are you dropping? Please tell me. In Veda mantra, Vedas, when you do yajna, there's a process. You have to give havis. You offer ghee, you offer rice to yajna. Then say Indraya Swaha, Idam na mama. I'm offering this havis to Indra, which doesn't belong to me. Idam na mama. The whole process of yajna is to understand what doesn't belong to me. So don't be under the impression that you are offering what belongs to you to God. You offer to God what does not belong to you, but you think it belongs to you. That's what is being offered. Idam na mama. It is not mine, but still I am offering. That's what Purandaras said in poem. Kereya neeranu kerege chelli. Varava padedavarante kaanigo. So we go to the lake, take water in our hand and offer it to Bhagavan, Surya. Oh Lord, I'm thankful to you, I'm offering water. That lake is your father's property, is it? You are offering the water to God, and water is your property, is it? Whose property is that? It is because of sun god or sun Deva, Surya Devata only the water has come in the lake, no? It belongs to Surya only, sun only. You are offering that water to sun. Why you are offering water? Why not anything else? Because water is a sign of life. Water is life. You are born in the womb of mother's water. In the mother's womb, there's water. In that you are born. The life was born in the ocean. So when you offer water, you are offering sign of life. Oh Surya Deva, life is because of you. I'm offering that life. Problem for me is I'm thinking it's my life. The problem is I cannot offer life also. I can offer what is not what I think is mine, I'm offering. It's a wrong idea. Wrong idea that I'm offering. You are not offering water also. My life belongs to me. That wrong idea I'm offering to you. So you are only not offering water also. You are offering your ignorance, you are offering. Na mama, this is not mine. Naivedya you are offering, havis you are offering, idam na mama, this is not mine. So then what are you offering? Are you offering ghee or you are offering ignorance into fire? Are you giving argya to Surya? Water you are giving or your ignorance you are giving in the form of argya? Ignorance that water refers life. Life I think is my life. I'm offering to you. My concept I'm offering. I'm not offering life because who am I to give life or take life? It doesn't belong to me. And we do Naivedya in our festivals, right? The festival time is a celebration time. I've seen some festivals where 120 types of Naivedya is done to Lord. 140 types of Naivedya is done to Lord. So many varieties. Who did it? I only did it. Very nice Naivedya. It's called Bhoga. Offering Bhog to Dev. I only did it. My dear sir, understand what is Naivedya. Naivedya means Nahi Vedya, Nihi Vedya. It does not belong to me. You're offering. Nihi Vedya means I am not the doer you're offering. Naivedya, so I didn't do. You are offering your doership through Naivedya. You're not offering laddu to God. You're offering your ignorance to God. I am the doer. You're not offering prasadam to Lord. You're not offering the laddu and bhog to Lord. Nihi Vedya. It is not, Vedya means understanding. Nihi means no. I'm not the doer, Lord. I'm not the owner of this food also. It's who you give, I thought it's mine, I'm offering it back to you. So you're offering not the laddu or prasada, you're offering ignorance. Naivedya means offering ignorance. We think nice laddu made in tuppa, ghee. I only made, say I'm specialist in making special Naivedya. So what you're offering is Nihivedya. I'm not the doer. Are you the doer? Can you make anything? Laddu you can make. So to make laddu, the flour is required. You don't make the flour. Sweet is required. You don't make the sweet. Ghee is required. Ghee comes from the cow. That you didn't make. You need fire. You didn't make. Then what you do? I did like this. To make that like this laddu, your hand has to move, the blood has to flow, heart has to beat, eyes have to operate, brain has to function. So the material required for the laddu is to become from the universe. Your functioning of the body and mind requires breathing, which comes from the universe. So who does laddu? I am not the ladduer. So that is the meaning of Sarvadharman Pratitya. Sarvadharman means Sarvakarman, not the action. Many people mistake it. I'm not the doer means stop doing everything. No. I'm not the doer means understand you are not the doer. Action will continue. Action in pure. If Lord is doer through you, dharma will happen. Because Lord is the one who has created the universe, and he takes care of, he is the one who is functioning for dharma. So your actions will increase as dharmic actions rather than action stopping. Many people think that enlightenment means doing nothing. It's false. Enlightenment means the body mind belongs to the vehicle of Lord. The Lord will use the vehicle for functioning, for dharma, loka sangraha. The doership is gone. So you want to make a laddu, I claim the doership. I only do the laddu. And more people appreciate the laddu, I am very happy. So I offer it to Lord, then I take it as prasadam. Prasadam means bliss. When you offer your doership to the Lord, there's a bliss. When you claim the doership to the Lord, there's a mess in your life. So mess to bliss. When you claim the doership, you are the body, you are the mind. The doership is a mess. When you offer the doership, enjoyership, and knowership, which anyway doesn't belong to you, to the Lord, Ishvara, the life is bliss. So you actually are offering ignorance, and you are offering your mess in your life, and you are getting bliss in return. That's called prasada. Is there anything which belongs to you in the world? Nothing belongs to you. The whole of our ignorance is thinking that body belongs to me. I am the body. The whole of ignorance, somebody else belongs to me. If you are suffering in your life, it's because of the concept of ownership. Something belongs to me. Is there anything belongs to me? You are in a rented property. The body is a rent for a limited period. It's given on lease. It does not belong to you. It belongs to universe, Panchabhutas, 5 elements. That's why when we die, the body is given back to 5 elements: fire, air, wind, water. You are on a lease property, rented property. You claim that it's me. What kind of foolishness is this? Surrendering that idea is called Naivedya. Surrendering that, giving up that idea is called Yadna. Giving up that idea is called Sharanagati, surrender. But what kind of life you are leading? Mamakara. This is mine. This is my husband, my family. I am so and so. I am the body. Ahankara and Mamakara is clouding our thinking. The ownership concept is clouding our thinking. That is the problem. The moment you give up the ownership, to whom it becomes, to the original owner, Ishvara, you are free. As long as you hold on to ownership, your life is a mess. Your suffering in life is because of ownership. I own something in life. In fact, I own the friend also. I own the relative also. Okay? Right? What is the ownership means? When you have ownership, you can dictate, you can command. When you are trusteeship, when you are on lease, You'll give respect. So go to a rented house. Okay. In our earlier place, right? I used to stay in Davangere. We have taken rented house, and next house is the owner. We have to hang a photo. We start putting the nail. The nail goes into the heart of the owner. The moment I hit, the owner will come and start abusing her. The owner will be hurt if you hit the nail on the wall of a rented house. In your house, whatever you want to do, you do. But can you do that in a rented house? Are you using the body and mind and intellect which is given for rent as your own property? How much abusing you are doing and claiming that it belongs to you? Will it belong to you? It will be taken away from you. The owner will take it back. So understanding this is called Sharanagati. Owner will take it back one day forcefully. That is the called time of death. Before that, before death, where you are taken forcefully, understand it doesn't belong to you. Offer it voluntarily. That's called Sharanagati. Voluntary donation. That's a forced donation, forced removal. Do you want a forced removal to at that time when it's taken by force? It will be so much of hurt to do that. We'll start crying. I. That's a forced removal at the time of death. That's why many people life, death is very stress. Because whatever you think belongs to you is taken away in a forced way. Why? If you understand it doesn't belong to me and live your life, at the end of time, it is taken, what belongs to the owner, taken back. You don't feel hurt. So what is rented property has become your own property. That's your problem. So Sri Krishna says, surrender that. Don't be ever under the impression that as if you are doing a favor to the God. I am surrendering to you. Are you doing favor? Huh? What is it? Sri Krishna is very demanding, no? So Arjuna, you surrender to me. He is doing not favor, yeah. He is saying, Arjuna, whatever you think belongs to you, doesn't belong to you. That is the meaning of Sarvadharman Paritijya Mamekam Sharanam. There's a story in Ashtavakra Gita. Janaka Raja is the king. Ashtavakra is the sage, Guru. Janaka Raja tells Ashtavakra Guru, I have heard that enlightenment can happen in a matter of time, like this. Within this time, enlightenment can happen. But I have listened to so many times of scriptures. If you ask me, I'll write an exam also. I'll get a good mark also. So much of Atma Dana I have. But why am I not enlightened? What to do? Please guide me. Enlightenment is very simple. It will happen like this. Then Ashtavakra says, okay, I'll teach you. But one condition. You have to give me dakshina, the gift now itself. Because after enlightenment, you'll say, I and you are one. I am all Brahman, you are Brahman, nothing to give. You'll walk away. So whatever you want to give now, dakshina. So Janaka Raja says, yes, Maharaj, I'll give you my kingdom. Please take it. Ashtavakra starts laughing. When did kingdom becomes your kingdom? Kingdom always belonged to Praja, the people. You never had a kingdom. You are just a given, you are responsible for ruling the kingdom, but the kingdom doesn't belong to you. How can you give something which doesn't belong to you? The Janaka Raja says, I will become your servant. The Ashtavakra says, your body also doesn't belong to you. The body belongs to Panchabhutas. And your body has been given to you to take care of the people as a king. How can you become my servant? Give me something what belongs to you. Then Janaka Raja strikes to his head. Oh Maharaj, I understood nothing belongs to me. But there's one thing belongs to me. It's called ignorance. It's called foolishness of claiming something belongs to me. That I am offering to you. The moment he said that, Janaka Raja got enlightened. It is as simple as that. Our concepts of ownership, doership, knowership, and enjoyership, which is not ours, which is the universal phenomena. It's the universal consciousness which operates through the body-mind complex. It belongs to the Lord, Ishvara. It's not belongs to the Jiva. But Jiva starts thinking that it belongs to me. I'm only eating, I'm only doing, I'm only enjoying. Lift your hand, right hand. Are you lifting your right hand? To lift your right hand, your blood has to flow here. Your heart has to beat. Heart to beat, your brain has to function. For brain to function, your breath has to go. Breath has to come from the universe. The totality has to function through you. Then only you can function. Any single action in the universe has the totality has to participate. That Ishvara has to participate. There's no independent doer. The concept of independent doership is the illusion. That illusion is what you have to offer. That's called Sharanagati. There's no knowership, there is no doership, there's no enjoyership. All belongs to the Ishvara, the Lord. What belongs to the Lord, we claim it belongs to me, and that is the cause of suffering. Forget about what belongs to the Lord, you are say claim as me. Something belongs to your neighbor, you say it's mine. Huh? Something belongs to even your own family members, no? It's mine. So war will start. Stress will start. Who cannot claim something belongs to me? That is the meaning of Sharanagati. Now, giving God what belongs to Him, that we call as Naivedya, that we call as Yajna, that we call as Sharanagati. Now, what concept of it? What doesn't belong to you, you are giving back and says, it is mine. A boy and girl go to honeymoon. In front of Taj Mahal, they take a selfie. Then boy says, my dear, my dear, I love you so much, I'm gifting Taj Mahal to you. As if Taj Mahal belongs to his Bap, his father. Nothing belongs to you in this world. It not even belongs to your father. It belongs to only one father, Ishvara. So understand this is called Sharanagati. Sharanagati means it is not about not doing, but doing without a doership. Becoming an instrument of the divine, instrument of Ishvara, Lord. So any action does not happen because of you. But any action cannot happen without you. It happens through you. To make a cup of tea, you are required. But you are not the doer. The tea, the milk, the water, the fire is made by the universe, Ishvara, the Lord. So you are an instrument. Without you, the tea will not happen. But tea doesn't happen because of you. Our thinking, breathing, seeing, everything happening because of the universal forces, universal consciousness, not individual at all. But we start getting a notion of I am doing something, I am enjoying, like that. So now, Sri Krishna says, Sharanagati is the final. So far you are telling about sadhana, spiritual practices, karma yoga, bhakti yoga. If you surrender, doership is gone. Then there's no sadhana also. It's the end of sadhana. It's realization. That's called prapatti. Sri Ramanuja says, prapatti is final. If you surrender, all your sadhana is gone. Doership is gone. Doership is gone. Sadhana is gone. Then who is the doer? Still you may sit and meditate. Still you should do some breathing. But Lord is doing through you. Now, there is a question in the WhatsApp chat box. If Lord is doing through me, why I am not able to meditate? The answer is very simple. The I am and the Lord illusion is there. There is a sense of doership is there. The Sharanagati has not happened. The surrender has not happened. If the surrender has happened, where is the concept of doership? The meditation, you sit for meditation, the mind will become silent because there's no doership. The meditation happens.
I am meditating is not there.
I am meditating is not there. The problem is I am meditating is there. The guru The Sadguru, Ishvara, is meditating through me, through the body and mind. Done. The matter is over. The mind becomes silent. Forget about meditation. We'll take the sleep. Okay. After we get tired, a lot of work, we get tired. Then go to the bed. Sleep will overtake you. So do you claim that you are sleeping? I slept. You claim, of course. You make a lot of false claims. I slept also is a claim. Sleep happens to you. Is it not? Sleep happens to you. Is it true or not? Can anybody try to sleep? The more effort you put to sleep, the sleep will run away. Correct? You cannot, nobody can. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Well, if you try to effort, the sleep will run away. What is meditation? Meditation is nothing but sleep only. Understand? It's a conscious sleep. When you go to sleep, it's unconscious sleep. Meditation is conscious sleep. It's called Jagrata Sushupti. The more effort you put to conscious sleep, the more sleep will run away. Just like your sleep will run away. Are you clear? So then what happened? What is meditation then? In sleep, you get tired, sleep overtakes you. Sleep happens to you. Meditation means I surrender. The Lord, Ishvara, takes over my body-mind complex. The conscious sleep is there. The conscious sleep is called meditation. That's called samadhi. That's called Jagrata Sushupti. So then what I have to do? You have to do nothing. Your doership has to be dropped. But you have to do a favor to the God. Right? You have to do a favor to the Ishvara. You sit without doing anything. All doing will be done by Ishvara. Your breathing, thinking, everything will be done by Ishvara. Your meditation also is done by the Ishvara, Sadguru, to your body-mind complex. But are you allowing that? I want meditation. I am doing the meditation. The doership is there. Are you surrendering and sitting in meditation? No, I can't meditate. I can't meditate also is doership. Because I am the meditator. Is there a surrender? Then how can meditation happen? If you are trying to sleep, how can sleep happen? Just relax. Understand Ishvara, Sadguru operates through my body-mind complex. Then you relax. Your whole concept of doership is the block for meditation. Meditation cannot be done by anybody. Please understand, meditation is not a doing. Meditation is not doing. Meditation is happening. Just like sleep is happening. Just like thinking is happening. Just like breathing is happening, meditation is happening. What is blocking it is a concept of doership. I have to meditate. I can't meditate also is doership. I can meditate also doership. I am meditating also is doership. I am just an instrument in thy hand. The Guru, Sadguru, Ishvara meditates through my body-mind complex. Is it an illusion? No. Upanishad says the entire universe is meditating. The meditation is a natural state of the universe. Sun is meditating, moon is meditating, earth is meditating, the trees are meditating, they're in silence. But our mind is agitated because of concept of ownership, doership, enjoyership, knowership. Drop that. Sarva dharman paritijya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshami ma shuchaha. That's the meaning of it. So Ramana Maharshi says there are only two paths, spiritual paths. Path of self-enquiry and path of surrender. Self-enquiry means inquire, who am I? When you inquire, who am I? You understand, I am not the doer, I am not the enjoyer, I am not the knower. Karta, naham karta, naham bhokta, naham nata. I am pure consciousness. Then there is no doership. Ego will disappear through inquiry. Or surrender. Everything is a functioning of Lord, Ishvara, through body-mind complex. Give up the doership, knowership, and enjoyership. That also is enlightenment. So enlightenment will not happen one day. Enlightenment is the moment you surrender. The moment you give up the notion of kartatva, bhoktatva, jnatratva, either surrender or inquire. Immediately, aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshesham mashuchaha. That means Jivatma attains oneness with Paramatma. That is called freedom. That is called mukti. Mashuchaha. Don't cry. There's no suffering for you. No, I am suffering in life. Ask who is suffering. The concept of I am, the ownership is the problem. The concept of doership is the problem. Surrender that. That's called surrender. Surrender is not about inaction. Surrender is not about non-doing. The action and inaction, action is doing, inaction is not doing. Surrender is unaction. It's not individual action. It's the universal action happening to the body-mind complex. That's called Naishkarmya, non-doership. Non-doership, don't ever confuse with inaction. Non-doership is doing as an instrument of God, Ishvara. Ishvara functions through you. Are you allowing Ishvara to function through you? Surrender that, you'll be free. Sri Ramanujacharya says it's called Prapatti, Sharanagati. Any questions? Any questions about surrender?
How to know if I'm surrendering through Sadhguru?
The one who asked the question is gone. How to know I'm surrendered or not? The one who asked the question is gone. There's clarity and peace because there's no question of, what doesn't belong to you if you understand, then what is there to surrender? Only illusion is there to surrender. So if you have a question, that question is still there. The question will disappear.
Same thing when you explain that through Mandukya Upanishad, Prabhuji, about the Deva concept. Here through surrender, when you surrender, what happens at the head of ego? It is the Ishvara operating, doing everything and that. But whether I surrender or not, it is only the Ishvara
So,
doing everything.
the concept of surrender, please understand, whether you surrender or not surrender,
It is only Ishvara doing.
Ishvara only is doing through your body mind complex. It's a universal functioning.
Disappears.
Then why are disturbance in the mind?
Because I think and I claim I
There is a claim of, there's a sense of individuality. Okay, there is a sense of doership. That is causing turbulence. Understand? Otherwise, everything is happening through Ishvara only.
If given the promotion to Jiva as Deva, so very clearly it is told.
Yeah. Any questions? Shravan?
No, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yes, Shravan?
No, nothing. The question that came here is how to surrender ignorance.
How to surrender ignorance is to Jnana. Understand who is doer. Right?
But if I am not the one who can understand, who understands. Understanding is also doing, right?
Understanding is also knowledge. It's intellectual knowledge, intellectual action. So let us ask step by step now. Are you breathing?
The body is breathing, yes.
Are you breathing? How strange.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. That is illusion.
Are you making the heart beat?
No.
Are you making the brain function?
No.
Then tell me something, one thing which you are doing now.
Nothing.
Give me one thing which say I am only doing.
Okay.
You are doing one thing is there, claiming. Oh, the only thing which you are doing is claiming that I am doing. Huh?
So surrender has already happened then. If claiming nothing is belonging to me, that knowledge is there, then surrender has already happened, isn't
That's
it?
all, over. Matter is over. Then all sadhanas are also over because there's enlightenment. That's called mukti. That's why am sam tam sarvapapepi moksha ishyami mashucha.
So whenever the mind rises, just surrender it. Is that the...
That's all, no?
So simple.
So either you say, I am doer, God is the doer, you say. God is the enjoyer, you say. God is the knower, you say. That's called surrender. No, you say, who is knower, who is the doer, who is the enjoyer, you ask. Then you understand, I am not, Jiva is not. Self-enquiry or surrender, both mean same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
If you ask who is doing, who is enjoyer, who is knower, then you are called self-enquiry. If you say God is the doer, God is the knower, God is the enjoyer, that's called surrender. Is there a very difference?
No.
Hmm?
No.
Is there a concept of surrender? So, why I am suffering? I am suffering because I have a sense of ownership, knowership, doership, and enjoyership. If you inquire clearly, none of these belong to you.
I'm suffering is also a claim.
I am suffering is also a claim. I am surrendered, then suffering claim also goes. That is called nirvana. That's called mukti. That's called liberation. That's why aham tvam sarva papeva mokshayashyami ma shucha. Are we clear?
Yes. After jnana, when surrender happens, it happens wholeheartedly. There is no clinging to it. The surrender is totally, it is like a paripakva phala, which is like just falls. Or else there is so much, tug of war without jnana. When we are surrendering, it is a half-hearted surrender always.
Whether you surrender or not, everything what you think belongs to you is taken away.
Yeah.
Stripped off. And when you came, nothing, you came empty. When you go, everything will be taken from you. In between, you claim ownership, knowership, doership, enjoyership. The ownership, knowership, doership enjoyership was not at the time of birth. It will not be there after death. In between, you do it, and that you voluntarily understand it doesn't belong to me. Then you have peace. If you are searching for peace, it's another illusion. The peace is because you are stealing. So there's a shloka in this thing. What do you call it? Ishavasubani. Ma shuchaha kashyasit dhanam. Don't covet anybody's wealth. Whose wealth we are speaking when I'm coveting? It's not persons. I'm not stealing from somebody. It starts with Isha Vashyam Sarvam. Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. Everything belongs to Ishvara. Everything is Ishvara. Ma Shucha Kashis Dhanam. Don't claim anything belongs to me. That's what says Basavanna. Kalabeda, Kalabeda, Husi Nudiyala Beda. Kalabeda means don't steal. He is not speaking of stealing from somebody. What is Lord's, Ishwaras, we are claiming. That's the stealing. Husi Nudiyala Beda. That means you are telling lie. He's not telling a lie about in the translation word. You are telling a lie, it belongs to me. We are living a false life. All life is lie. So are we clear? Shall we close for the day?
Yeah. So Prabhuji, it looks like we are watching a movie which is already made and running. Okay. Okay. Hari Om Prabhuji.